In the beginning of the story, we meet the main character named Alice. She wakes up in a washroom. When she gets up to check this place, she realizes that she's all alone. She starts exploring. Meanwhile, she enters a bathroom. This laser room belongs to a company called Umbrella Corporation. By the way, this company has great achievements. For example, they created the T-virus, and using it, they made many creations. Suddenly, the laser system of the room activates. Alice escapes by using a secret way, saving herself. As she exits, she reaches a hospital. But suddenly, Ron's machine activates. A lot of bullets come out of it, and Alice is killed. Then, some scientists arrive, and they were going to dispose of her body. As they are about to throw it away, we are shown that many of her dead duplicates are present. It becomes clear that she wasn't the real Alice who died. Instead, she was a duplicate created by a doctor from Umbrella Corporation. Her duplicates were made using her blood. Then we are shown the state of the world, which has been destroyed due to the T-virus. Nothing is left, including humans, animals, and rivers, except for a few survivors. These survivors are struggling to protect themselves from zombies. Next, we see the real Alice, who is traveling through the city on her bike. She has a radio with her, which keeps her informed about the city's situation. She gets a message on the radio. "We are in trouble and need help. Please help us." Alice goes to help them. However, it turns out that the people who called for help weren't good. Instead, they were a gang that lured people in, robbed, and then killed them. Now, they capture Alice as well. But she is more powerful than they are. So she kills all of them, takes their weapons, and moves on. Some of Alice's friends, who are also survivors, are trying to save people and find a safe place. They discuss how the virus has taken over the whole city, and they can't survive under the zombies' gaze. At this point, we see the main office of Umbrella Corporation. Senior officers are discussing the success and further progress of the company. Here, the most genius person of Umbrella Corporation, who is the owner, asks Dr. Isaac if he has created an antivirus to eliminate the T-virus so that other people can survive as well. Dr. Isaac, who made the virus and who used Alice's blood to create duplicates, says, "No, I haven't found a cure yet. To remove the virus, I need Alice because she is the only one who endured this virus. Not only that, but she has formed a connection with the virus, making her more powerful instead of becoming a zombie. The virus made others turn into zombies, whether they were alive or dead, but she gained more powers. She's our last hope." The company's owner tells Dr. Isaac, "I'll give you more time. Find the cure as soon as possible. If you fail, I'll fire you." Meanwhile, Alice is all alone and her petrol runs out. She stops at a petrol station but finds no fuel, only a book. Inside the book, there's a map with places marked that are safe from the T-virus. Alice decides to go to one of these places, hoping for survival, since they are still safe from the T-virus. Alice's companions reach a location where they think they might find food. They decide to stay if they can get food, but some infected zombies attack them. During the attack, a zombie bites one of the survivors, but he doesn't tell anyone and behaves normally. After killing the zombies, the group thinks the place is safe and spends the night there. That night, we see Alice recalling her past and the experiments done on her at Umbrella Corporation. Regarding her powers, she has supernatural abilities. Her supernatural power activates, causing objects around her to start flying, including her bike. Suddenly, she wakes up and everything falls back down, breaking her bike. Now, she has no way to move forward. She turns on her radio and hears a message from one of her surviving companions telling her their location and saying they are safe. They invite any survivors to join them for help. With no other option, Alice joins their team. Meanwhile, Dr. Isaac is conducting experiments on new zombies. He injects them with an antivirus made from Alice's blood. This antivirus makes them intelligent. They can respond to calls, answer questions, and even solve puzzles. But when a scientist gives one of them a difficult puzzle, it becomes angry. Unable to solve the puzzle, it attacks the scientist. Elsewhere, some crows infected by the T-virus gather where Alice's friends are. The survivors and police are worried, saying that if the crows attack, it will be hard to escape. They decide to leave as quickly as possible. But as soon as they step outside, the crows attack. The survivors start shooting, but it's no use as the crows are too numerous. A police officer tries to burn them with a fire machine, but nothing happens. Then, Alice arrives and uses her supernatural powers to control the machine. She spreads fire across the sky, burning the crows and saving the group. The survivors thank her. Alice tells them about a place where they might be safe. She suggests that if they join her, they might survive. A female officer says, "We've been traveling for days. At the beginning of our journey, our group was large, but as time passed, it has grown smaller." She adds, "I can't take responsibility for all these people on my own. We should ask for their permission." The officer asks everyone if they agree to go to the place Alice suggested, and everyone agrees. They check their car and realize they don't have enough petrol to make the journey, since the place is far. Alice tells them about a location where they can get petrol, and they plan to stop there to refuel before continuing on their way to safety. They use the remaining petrol and set out for the journey. In Umbrella Corporation, Dr. Isaac learns that a huge blast occurred somewhere. In the first part, the supercomputer was Red Queen and Umbrella Corporation's supercomputer was White Queen. He sets up his computer according to his plan, and everything comes under his control. By controlling the computer, he creates a military of zombies to fight Alice. Alice stops at a place to fill some petrol, but the zombie military attacks them there. Everyone starts shooting with their guns. The zombies were more powerful and clever than before, and during the fight they kill 8 to 10 people. Alice kills all the zombies using her powers. This scene is captured on Dr. Isaac's computer. He orders the satellites to stop Alice's powers. Alice's powers stop working for a while, but she destroys the satellites using her supernatural abilities, and her powers reactivate. She sees that Dr. Isaac is there with his whole team. She attacks the team, and many zombies appear. One of those zombies bites Dr. Isaac. He flees in a helicopter to save himself. Alice starts shooting at the helicopter, but then stops, thinking that the helicopter might help them reach a safe place, so she lets it go. One of the officers had been bitten by a zombie and was now infected. He says, "I'll become a zombie in a few minutes, but before that, let me make a way for you with the truck so that you can escape safely." But Alice doesn't want him to go. Unwillingly, he insists, saying, "If you stop me, I'll become a zombie and a danger to you." They agree, and then set out for Umbrella Corporation's office in a car. The car stops at a place, and the truck the police officer was in moves forward. The officer clears the way for them by killing the zombies. He stops and blows up the truck, killing himself in a huge blast that creates a path for the others. Alice and her companions go to the helicopter. When Alice sees her duplicates there, she becomes angry. She decides not to let Dr. Isaac live and vows to kill him. She tells a female soldier to take the children in the helicopter and go to the safe place. "I have something important to do here, then I'll come," she says. Alice reaches the main area of the lab and meets White Queen. She says, "I've met your sister, Red Queen, as well. What are you doing here?" White Queen tells her